Hello families! Thank you for taking the time to support your child's learning at home. My name is Mr. Flynn, and today I want to explain a math activity called the Fraction Kitchen Challenge. This activity connects directly to the equivalent fractions lesson we have been working on in class and is designed to help students strengthen their understanding of fractions through hands-on learning and technology support. In class, students have been learning how different fractions can represent the same amount. For example, 1/2 is equal to 2/4 and 4/8, etc., even though the numbers look different. Many students, especially students with disabilities, can struggle with fractions because fractions are abstract concepts. Students may memorize procedures without fully understanding why the fractions are equal. This activity is designed to make fractions more visual, concrete, and meaningful by allowing students to physically build and compare fractions using materials they already have at home. For this activity, students will use simple household items such as measuring cups, paper strips, crackers, fruit slices, or even pieces of toast. Families do not need special materials or expensive supplies. The goal is simply to give students a visual and hands-on way to explore fractions in a real-world setting. To begin the activity, ask your child to create 1/2 using the materials. For example, they might cut a paper strip into 2 equal pieces or divide crackers into halves. Next, ask them to create 2/4 using the same type of material. Encourage your child to compare the models and explain what they notice. Students should begin to recognize that 1/2 and 2/4 cover the same amount even though the fractions are written differently. After that, students can continue by modeling additional equivalent fractions such as 4/8. Through the activity, encourage your child to explain their thinking out loud. Questions such as, how do you know these fractions are equal? Or, what do you notice about the size of the pieces? Help students strengthen mathematical reasoning and communication skills. This type of discussion is especially helpful for students with disabilities because verbalizing thinking can improve understanding and build confidence. Many students benefit from hearing mathematical vocabulary used consistently in a supportive environment. It also gives families insight into how their child is processing the math concepts. Once the hands-on portion is complete, students will log into SplashLearn to complete the assigned equivalent fractions activity. SplashLearn is an interactive math program that reinforces the same concepts students practiced with the physical materials. The app includes visual models, guided practice, and the immediate feedback to help students correct mistakes and build understanding independently. One advantage of SplashLearn is that it allows students to work at their own pace. Students who need additional repetition can revisit skills multiple times without feeling rushed or embarrassed. The visual support and interactive features also help maintain engagement and reduce frustration for struggling learners. This activity supports students with disabilities in several important ways. First, it combines hands-on learning with digital learning, which provides multiple ways for students to access the content. Some students learn best by physically touching and manipulating objects, while others benefit from visual models and interactive technology. By combining both approaches, the activity supports a wider range of learning needs. Second, the activity provides opportunities for repetition and immediate feedback. Students can practice equivalent fractions several times using different materials and then receive additional support through the SplashLearn activity. This repetition helps strengthen understanding and retention of the concept. Third, the activity encourages family involvement in the learning process. Research consistently shows that students perform better academically when families are actively involved in supporting learning at home. Even short conversations about math can improve student confidence and engagement. As your child works through the activity, please focus on effort, progress, and participation rather than only correct answers. Mistakes are an important part of learning mathematics, and students benefit when they feel safe trying new strategies and explaining their thinking. Thank you again for partnering with me to support your child's success in mathematics. Your encouragement and involvement make a meaningful difference in helping build confidence, improve problem-solving skills, and develop a stronger understanding of mathematical concepts. I appreciate your time and support, and I hope you enjoy completing the Fraction Kitchen Challenge together. Thank you very much.